Another month, another NPD. Sony's PS4, Microsoft's Xbox One, and Nintendo's Switch. Here's how it all played out in March at retail. What is up, everybody? I'm Fox at Foxy Games UK. Follow me via Twitter at FoxyGames_UK, as seen in the bottom right of your screen. Make us your regular aggregate source of news, rumour and video game discussion, and home to the Gaming Couch podcast, live every Sunday 12 PM PST, 3 PM ET and 8 PM BST. All links can be found in this video's description. So the NPD March 2017 results are in, and the details are unsurprising to say the least, courtesy of NintendoEverything.com. So Nintendo's newest kid on the gaming block, the Nintendo Switch, managed to shift an amazing but not altogether unexpected 906,000 units in March, at least in the period the NPD accounted for. So The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild was also a huge seller for Nintendo, shifting well over 1.3 million units, with the bulk of sales going to Switch. More than 925,000 units were sold on Switch, while the remaining 460,000 were sold on the Wii U. Nintendo Switch Zelda sales managed a 100% attach rate. This has never been achieved by any other console, like, ever. That's insane. This could be attributed to people who likely purchased both a limited edition copy of the game to collect and a second version to play. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is now the fastest selling Nintendo launch game of all time. It's also the fastest selling game ever in the series to date, and that's pretty freaking awesome. Straight off the back of a successful pre-E3 2017 Nintendo Direct just a few days ago, when the company set forth its 3DS and Switch game release schedule, Nintendo America's president Reggie Fils-Aimé had this to say: "Nintendo always strives to offer consumers something new and different with its various play modes and innovative features of the Joy-Con controllers. Nintendo Switch provides unique experiences that people can take with them anywhere and share with anyone." While Nintendo Switch sales are off to a record-breaking start, shipments have not yet been able to keep up with such high demand. Nintendo is working hard to make sure everyone who wants a system is able to buy one, and more systems are continually being shipped. But the NPD news doesn't end with Nintendo. PS4 once again outsold the Xbox One during the month of March, making the 5th month in a row PS4 has led Xbox One in sales within its home territory. Microsoft's Xbox One's last NPD win was back in October 2016, attributed to a pretty strong first-party lineup, Forza 3, followed by Gears of War 4. Microsoft have made a statement regarding the March NPD result. Xbox Corporate Vice President of Marketing Mike Nichols shared the following: "The past quarter, from January to March 2017, we saw record Xbox Live engagement, with 1.1 billion multiplayer hours logged globally, a 14% increase year over year. Looking ahead, we are excited to share more about our plans for Xbox One, including launching the world's most powerful console, Project Scorpio, alongside an amazing lineup of new Xbox One games. We are thrilled with the incredible response we have received to date for Project Scorpio, and look forward to sharing more about the Xbox One family of devices in the coming months." So in typical fashion, Microsoft is once again sticking with Xbox Live engagement statistics over hard raw sales data. Looking to the busy holiday season later this year, when the company is expected to launch Xbox Scorpio, much like Nintendo Switch, will no doubt make a heavy impact on the NPD results for the month post-launch. Sony has gotten off to a super strong start this year, with critics and consumers praising the platform for hosting some of the most critically acclaimed exclusives and console exclusives this year, from Neo and Nier Automata to Horizon Zero Dawn and Persona 5, as well as receiving tremendous third-party support. Sony's PS4 currently holds the enviable position of being among the best-selling gaming consoles of all time, even outpacing PS2 in terms of hardware and software sales year over year, like for like, with the system closing in on 60 million units sold to consumers globally. In contrast, the Xbox One has so far shipped an estimated 28 million units. Okay, enough of these sales shenanigans. In other news, there's nothing like a little Sony first-party studio developer competition. So when The Last of Us series director Neil Druckmann at Naughty Dog Studios interviewed Guerrilla Games' Herman Hulst, director of the Killzone series, and more recently Horizon Zero Dawn, let's just say the gauntlet was firmly laid down. So Naughty Dog's creative director Neil Druckmann believes Horizon Zero Dawn's visuals are simply stunning, and states that Guerrilla Games has set a new bar, which he intends to top with The Last of Us Part Part 2. Now, the Uncharted and Last of Us writer said as much in a recent interview with Guerrilla Games managing director. In the interview, Druckmann sat down with Hulse to talk about Killzone and the development of Horizon Zero Dawn. Now, whilst Uncharted 4's visuals are impressive on their own, Naughty Dog's creative director is impressed by the sheer amount of density in an open world title such as Horizon Zero Dawn, and expressed his desire to top the game's visuals with his upcoming game, The Last of Us Part 2. Here's what Druckmann had to say. The graphics are staggering. I don't even think of it as graphics because I'm in the woods. I'm in this overgrown environment and I'm like, how are they getting so much foliage, such density in an open world game? You better believe I'm going to my team and I'm saying like, okay, this is the bar now. We have to top this. He went on to say to Hulse, Horizon Zero Dawn is awesome. We're super excited for you guys. We know how hard you worked on this game. Now, Druckmann and his team are currently working on The Last of Us sequel, as stated, currently entitled Part 2. And whether the premier Sony first-party studio manages to outdo Horizon Zero Dawn's lush visuals remains to be seen. But if any studio in the world can surpass Guerrilla Games and what they've accomplished on Sony's 3-year-old hardware, it's definitely Naughty Dog. The debut trailer showcased at PlayStation Experience 2016 certainly makes it look feasible, though then again it should be noted that Horizon Zero Dawn is an open world game, while The Last of Us Part 2 will probably stick to a more linear path between levels, making a direct comparison less compelling. And in our final news segment for this video, it looks like Xbox is in partnership with chip manufacturer AMD to bring, as Microsoft puts it, high fidelity VR to Xbox Scorpio. AMD corporate vice president has pretty much confirmed the company is involved with Microsoft and their already announced VR plans. Interesting. But sticking with Team Xbox for the time being, forget about Xbox Scorpio. Microsoft has even bigger plans ahead. Xbox Next, or Xbox One 2, is deep in R&D, research and development, as reported by a number of high-profile outlets, citing Phil Spencer as the source. Now, I'm not sure with Xbox Scorpio coming holiday 2017 if it's a smart idea announcing a full-on next-gen Xbox is coming when your mid-gen refresh hasn't even launched yet. Sure, those of us knowledgeable in how the game industry works pretty much knew these consoles are developed like 5 years ahead, well in advance, but still, I don't know, it may have been better to say nothing at all. And Xbox Scorpio dev kits have been revealed, looking something like the Xbox One S. The dev kit box is significantly beefier, particularly in the memory department, with 24GB of fast GDDR5 Ram. This is similar to when I reported PlayStation 4 Neo back then, which is now come to be PS4 Pro. Well, that was rumored to have 12GB of RAM, which turned out to be a dev kit. Not unusual as far as dev kits go, which often have a larger pool of memory. But will the final Xbox Scorpio form factor resemble anything like its older brother, the Xbox One S? We'll all just have to sit back and wait until E3 2017. So until then, go join the 125,000 Black Ops 2 players enjoying the heck out of the recently added Xbox One 360 backwards compatibility title. Wow, 125,000 players. And that's all the news we have today. Unless something super significant happens, in any event, go ahead, let us know in the comments what you thought of today's top news stories, and that brings us, unfortunately, to the end of another video. Count on Foxy Games UK to keep you in the loop. Keep your eyes glued on this channel for more news, rumour and video game discussion. If you found any of the information at all useful in this video, go ahead and hit the like button, and if you haven't already, subscribe and share the video. You can also help us grow by supporting us via Patreon. Starting from just $1, you'll find the link in this video's description. And always remember, play games, not corporations. Have a great weekend. Thanks for watching, everybody.